Okay, good morning, friends. I am Narahari. Are you able to hear me? Somebody actually messaged me if you are able to hear me. Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, can just send me a. Okay, I think I'm able to see a lot of thumbs up there. Uh, Somebody can say yes, you are able to hear me. I'll be happy. Okay, friends, I'm really sorry because of some technical issue. We have started this program little late, but now we will continue and we will try to work this out. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the topic competitive exams and how to uh, develop leadership qualities for competitive exams. So one everybody needs to understand is competitive exams. Competitive exams, and we what we say by competitive exam is where everybody gets equal opportunity to write a particular exam, and that's what is called as competitive exam. So for a competitive exam, candidates who apply for that particular competitive exam get the opportunity to prepare for that exam and write that exam. Once again, before starting, today is Guru Purnima, and on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, I salute all my gurus, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. All those gurus, teachers who taught us to be whatever we are today on this particular day, and we remember them on this particular day for making us eligible to be whatever we are today. ఈరోజు గురు పూర్ణిమ రోజు మనము మన గురువులందరినీ ఒకసారి తలుచుకొని వాళ్ళని నమస్కరించుకొని మనం ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మళ్ళొకసారి స్టార్ట్ చేసుకుందాం. సో కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ enable us to actually reach our career goals. So one has to, in order to write a competitive exam, one has to prepare very well for that for that particular position, and one should make oneself eligible to actually write that competitive exam and also pass that particular competitive exam. You cannot write any exam just like that. For every exam, you have to first fully be prepared for the competitive exam. Now, what kind of competitive exams are there in this world? There are innumerable competitive exams. There is civil service examination, that is for civil services kind of. Then there are exams for defense forces. There are exams for various kinds of engineering posts. There are competitive exams for various kinds of jobs. There are PSC, Public Service Commission exams. So there are n number of exams for which one has to prepare, and not only prepare but also prepare in such a way that you actually get selected for that particular exam. So for any exam to be prepared and qualified, we actually need to be eligible for that, for writing that exam. So this is where I always say, that competitive exams, first and foremost, we need to have a personality of that kind in order to write that exam and pass that exam. So one has to develop the wholesome personality in order to reach to that level, and that personality enables us to actually qualify for that particular exam. So यहाँ हम ये बात करेंगे कि व्यक्तित्व कितना महत्वपूर्ण है. अगर व्यक्ति अपना व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण कर लेता है तो फिर वो उस पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन के लिए, करियर के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाता है. तो व्यक्तित्व निर्माण, जैसे मैं कह रहा हूं कि व्यक्तित्व निर्माण अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है. और व्यक्तित्व क्या है, क्या होता है व्यक्तित्व, व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण कैसे होता है. सो व्हाट इज पर्सनैलिटी, पर्सनैलिटी कैसे, हाउ टू डेवलप अ पर्सनैलिटी. एंड वंस यू डेवलप द पर्सनैलिटी, देन you will actually be eligible, and you will become eligible, and you will automatically get selected for that particular competitive exam. Now what is personality, what is व्यक्तित्व. व्यक्तित्व का मतलब ये है कि जो एजुकेशन हम, जिस शिक्षा के माध्यम से, जिस शिक्षा के माध्यम से हम आगे बढ़ते हैं और व्यक्तित्व निर्माण कर लेते हैं, उसी के बदौलत हम आगे चलकर उस पर्टिकुलर पोस्ट के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाते हैं. विद्या तदातु विनयम, विनयात यात पात्रत्वम, पात्रत्वात् धनमाप्नोति, धनात् धर्मम ततः सुखम. तो यहाँ पे बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण ये है कि विद्या, जो शिक्षा हम प्राप्त करते हैं, उस शिक्षा के माध्यम से ही हम विद्या विनयम यानी कि हम कुछ सीख लेते हैं और अपने गुरुओं के प्रति, अपने माता पिता के प्रति, अपने समाज के प्रति हम एक विनम्रतापूर्वक व्यक्तित्व निर्माण होता है. उस विनम्रतापूर्वक नेतृत्व के पश्चात ही आगे चलकर फिर हम धनार्जन करते हैं, यानी कि किसी करियर में चले जाते हैं और फिर करियर के माध्यम से धनार्जन करते हैं. तो यहाँ पे व्यक्तित्व यानी कि पर्सनालिटी जो है अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है. नाउ पर्सनालिटी क्या है, पर्सनालिटी जो है, पर्सनालिटी जो है एक फिजिकल और पर्सनल ट्रेट है. यानी कि जो फिजिकल और पर्सनल ट्रेट्स हम डेवलप करते हैं, द काइंड ऑफ फिजिकल ट्रेट्स एंड पर्सनल क्वालिटीज वी डेवलप, दैट इज कॉल्ड पर्सनैलिटी. नाउ पर्सनैलिटी इज व्हाट वी सी फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ थिंग, इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ आउटलुक अबाउट अ पर्सन that is externally visible and seen, and that is what is called as personality. Now there is very important thing which is called as character. One has to develop a character in order to actually have a wholesome personality. Now what is character? Character is something which is your mental and moral kind of what kind of qualities you have within yourself. What is the kind of morals and beliefs that you have about yourself, within yourself, inside, from within inside, the kind of moral values and beliefs that you have is character. So if from childhood, because of your parents, because of your teachers, because of the environment in which you are built in, if a good character building takes place, then you develop a wholesome personality. If you are pure from inside, if you are clear from inside, if you are morally and ethically perfect from inside, then you will be positive and you will be a pleasing and you will be a true person from outside. So character building is the most essential requirement and quality to have a wholesome personality. So if somebody is having a very good character from within, जैसे अभी मैंने बताया कि विद्या तदात विनयम, यानी कि विनयम जो है, विनयम दैट इज अ प्लीजिंग पर्सनैलिटी, अ प्लीजिंग एटीट्यूड, अ पॉजिटिविटी फ्रॉम इनसाइड is what is your character. If you are a positive person, if your character building has taken place, if you are having a positive character right from childhood, you have always been trying to better yourself. Right from beginning, you are trying to make your inner self very strong. Your parents, your grandparents actually have taught you such good stories which have been able to actually give you very good moral and ethical positivity within you. Then I would say you have a very good positive character. You had a very good character building. हमारे माता पिता, हमारे जो बुजुर्ग हैं, हमारे जो गुरुओं ने जो हमें सकारात्मकता के साथ में जो जो चीज़ें हमको सिखाया है हमारे बचपन से लेकर, वो तमाम चीज़ें जिसमें हमें अच्छे अच्छे कहानियाँ सुनाई, हमारे अंदर मोरल और एथिकल वैल्यूज़ जितने भी हमारे अंदर डाला है, वो तमाम चीज़ें मिलकर हमारा एक सही कैरेक्टर डेवलप होता है. अ गुड कैरेक्टर इज़ बिल्ट राइट फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड. So first and foremost, everybody should have a very good positive character. Now second thing is, when you have a positive and a good character and you have a very good inner innate qualities that have developed over a period of time, the next thing would be having a overall personality. Now how does your personality get built in? What kind of personality actually gets developed when you have a very good positive character? Once character building has taken place, you must have a pleasing personality, you must have a smiling personality, you must always be positive, forthcoming, you should always be joyful. And in order to develop a very good, you must also understand that you do some kind of yoga, meditation, jogging or exercising on a daily basis, so that the external personality, the physical personality in you is highly energetic and positive in your approach. तो मैं ये मानता हूँ कि हमारे बचपन से जो है, एक वो जो कैरेक्टर जो हमारे पारिवारिक, हमारे जो शैक्षणिक और ये तमाम तरह के जो जितने भी चीज़ें हैं जो हमारे अंदर डाले गए हैं, वो हमारा कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग होता है. उस कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग के साथ साथ अगर हम हमारे फिजिकल पर्सनालिटी को भी अच्छे से डेवलप करेंगे, जिसमें हम नियमित रूप से व्यायाम करते हुए, नियमित रूप से जो है हम एक प्लीजिंग पर्सन के रूप में हमेशा पॉजिटिविटी के साथ अगर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, जिसमें टीम वर्क के साथ अगर हम काम करने का प्रयास करते हैं, चाहे स्कूल में हो, कॉलेज में हो या प्रोफेशनल स्टडीज़ के दौरान, हमेशा टीम को साथ में लेकर जब हम चलते हैं और एक दूसरे का मदद करते हैं, एक दूसरे का मदद जब हम करते हैं, तब जाके एक अच्छा पर्सनालिटी डेवलप होता है. तो मैं यहाँ पर आप लोगों को के साथ शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि दो विषयों पे मैंने बात किया है. एक है कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग और दूसरा है पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट. तो हमारा कैरेक्टर जो है एक बहुत ही अच्छा, मतलब हमारे व्यक्तित्व जो है, जो हमारे अंदर का जो व्यक्ति है, वो अंदर का व्यक्ति और बाहर का व्यक्ति एक जैसा होना चाहिए. जब अंदर का व्यक्ति यानी कि हमारा जो कैरेक्टर है वो अगर हमेशा पॉजिटिविटी, सकारात्मकता के साथ, मोरल वैल्यूज़ के साथ जो हम जीते हैं, और वैसे ही चीज़ें हमारे चेहरे पर, हमारे मुस्कुराहट में, हमारे प्लीजिंग एटीट्यूड में, हमारे एक दूसरे को हेल्प करने के व्यक्तित्व में, ये तमाम चीज़ें जब हम दोनों चीज़ों को हम जोड़ लेते हैं, तब जाकर हमारा एक सकारात्मक कैरेक्टर के साथ में एक प्लीजिंग पर्सनैलिटी डेवलप होता है। ये चीज़ें जब हम कर लेते हैं तो मैं समझता हूं कि आपका व्यक्तित्व निर्माण हो गया है। अब एक बार जब व्यक्तित्व निर्माण हो जाता है, आगे बढ़ते हैं और फिर हम कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में कैसे आगे बढ़कर, कैसे किस तरह से हम कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में हम आगे चलकर बेहतर तरीके से हम प्रदर्शन कर सकते हैं। हाउ वी विल डू बेटर, हाउ वी विल बेटर आवरसेल्व्स एज ए पर्सन for all kinds of competitive exams. Before going to that particular part, I would also like to mention few other things which I feel you must always do. You must always know yourself. You must always try to understand. You must always try to see to it what kind of what are you actually. You must always, जैसे मैंने बताया, you must always help others. You must carefully assess your emotional reactions. You must record your experiences and emotions in a journal. You must try to see situations from the perspective of another person. दूसरों के नज़रिए से बहुत सारी चीज़ें देखना और हमारे जितने भी एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं उसको कहीं ना कहीं लिखते रहना। इस तरह से करते जाएंगे तो हम एक अच्छा व्यक्ति बनकर आगे चलेंगे। और हमेशा मोटिवेशन के साथ आगे बढ़ना चाहिए क्योंकि कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम्स ऐसे होते हैं कि आप पास भी हो सकते हैं, आप फेल भी हो सकते हैं। यानी कि फेल होने का मतलब है कि आप पास नहीं हुए। तो हमेशा सस्टेन्ड मोटिवेशन कि हमारा गोल क्या है, हमारा क्लियर गोल हमें पता होना चाहिए, हमेशा हमें प्रोएक्टिव होना चाहिए और हमेशा रेगुलर होना चाहिए। We should always be regular in our approach. The point that I am trying to mention here is that for competitive exams, you cannot suddenly on particular day, one month before the exam, you start preparing for the exam, and then you decide that I am eligible for this exam. No, it is not like that. You must have a clear-cut 1-year plan for exam like civil services. If you are preparing for an exam like GATE, you must be very clear right from beginning. From the final year of your engineering, you must start preparing for the exam. So you must be regular in your approach so that there is continuity, there is enough time for your preparation, and also you must be very, very regular. Set a particular time, and then according to the time, you must actually prepare for the exam. So sustained motivation is very, very important. Continuously खुद को मोटिवेट करना, अपने फ्रेंड्स को मोटिवेट करना, अपने आसपास के जितने भी लोग हैं उनको मोटिवेट करना, इस तरह से आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है। दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज कम्युनिकेटिंग। So you must be able to communicate very clearly about yourself, what you are thinking, what you are trying to tell, your perspective, your opinions should be clearly expressed. So you must be very good communicating to whomever you are talking. Tomorrow when you are going to sit in interview, there are 5 people, 6 people who are interviewing you. They must clearly understand what you are trying to communicate. So communication skills in this era are extremely, extremely important. So you must make friends during your school days. You must have enough friends. You must have enough friends during college days, and you must move with everybody. You must not make small groups. You must always try to see to it that you are part of each and every group that is there in your school or college. Make eye contact with people. Whenever you communicate, you talk into their eyes. You try to tell them that, what you are trying to speak to them. You must always greet your teachers. You must always greet your elders clearly. You must always smile at them when you are actually trying to speak to them. So these kind of communications, ये जितने भी communications मैं बता रहा हूँ, in the long term they are very, very useful. if you are practicing all these things on a daily basis, you will see to it that one day you don't have to actually practice anything. It becomes part of your personality. जो चीज़ हम रोज करते जाएंगे, लोगों से बातें करते समय उनके आंखों में देख के बात करना, सीनियर्स को ग्रीट करना, टीचर्स को ग्रीट करना, बड़े लोगों के साथ अच्छे से व्यवहार करना, हमेशा मुस्कुराहट चेहरे पे रखना, अगर हम रोज करते जाएंगे तो आपको एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जिस दिन आपको प्रैक्टिस करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी। आप अपने आप जो है ये चीजें करते जाएंगे और लोग आपको पसंद करते जाएंगे। इसलिए मेरा रिक्वेस्ट ये है कि ये जितने सजेशंस मैं दे रहा हूं, ये डेली बेसिस पे अगर आप करते जाएंगे तो आपका एक पर्सनालिटी का एक हिस्सा बन जाएगा ये तमाम चीजें। नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज बीकम मोर प्रोडक्टिव इन नेचर। ऑलवेज बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव इन नेचर। अवॉइड टू मच ऑफ मल्टीटास्किंग, यानी कि आप मल्टीटास्किंग अवॉइड करिए। डू वन थिंग एट ए टाइम, डोंट डू टू मेनी थिंग्स एट ए टाइम। इफ यू आर डूइंग वन थिंग एट ए टाइम, पुट ऑल योर एनर्जीज on that particular issue and try to see to it that works completes in itself in a better way. Focus on one thing at a time. जैसे मैंने बताया कि एक चीज हमेशा करते रहिए और उसी पे मैक्सिमम एनर्जी आप कॉन्सेंट्रेट करिए। इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू पुट मेनी थिंग्स ऑन वन थिंग, if you are trying to do one thing and try to ensure that all your energies are concentrated on one thing, that one thing becomes perfect. But if you are trying to do many things and not putting concentration, then वो concentration distribute हो जाएगा और आपका काम जो है and your work becomes not so good in nature. The end product will be very poor in nature. You must eliminate distractions. Whenever you are preparing for competitive exams, you must not have distractions. What I am trying to say is, you must not have distractions. युवा अवस्था में बहुत सारे distractions होते हैं। युवा अवस्था में हमारे फ्रेंड्स, हमारे जो दोस्त जो है अपने को इधर उधर खींचने का प्रयास करते हैं, और हम जिस कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम के लिए तैयार करना चाहते हैं और हम जिस कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम के लिए आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, वो बिखर जाता है। और फिर बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम जो हमारे एज का बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट पीरियड है, वो कहीं ना कहीं छूट जाता है। और फिर हम जिस कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम के लिए, जिस करियर के लिए हम सोच रहे हैं, उसमें छूट जाएंगे। इसलिए डिस्ट्रैक्शंस अवॉइड करना चाहिए, अननेसेसरी टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। जितना टाइम है उसका प्लान्ड तरीके से हमें उसको करना चाहिए। Think positive, always be positive in your approach and always recollect good incidents when things are not so well. मैं ये बार बार कहता हूँ कि whenever things are not positive, जितने अच्छे चीज़ें हमारे साथ ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं हमारे लाइफ में, उसके बारे में सोचिए। अगर मैं कहता हूँ कि let's talk about say Yuvraj Singh. Yuvraj Singh, when he was at his peak of his career, he had to face with some kind of cancer. That's what I understand. But that person did purge. वो अपने उस disease का इलाज करा लिया, and again he came back and then he became part of Indian team. So we can understand how much self-motivated that person was. So ये अपने सबके ज़िंदगी में ये सिचुएशन आता है जब हमको कुछ ना कुछ समस्या से गुजरना पड़ता है, तो वी शुड ऑलवेज रिकलेक्ट ऑल दोज पॉजिटिव थिंग्स ऑफ आवर लाइफ एंड वी शुड ट्राई टू सी इट दैट वी शुड गो अहेड। हम आगे कैसे बढ़े, हम हमेशा आगे के बारे में ही कैसे सोचें, ये हमें देखना होगा। हमको वी शुड ट्रस्ट पीपल, no matter what, we must trust people, we must be always be part of the team. We should always ensure that other person, मतलब जो हमारे टीम के जो दूसरे सदस्य हैं, उनका भी मत उतना ही महत्वपूर्ण है जितना हमारा मत है. So all these things that I have talked about should be part of our daily life. If we are able to develop all these kind of things in our daily life, we become a better person, we develop ourselves into a better person, and then whatever competitive exams we are going to face, we will be easily selected for all such kinds of competitive exams. Now, let's come to the last part of our talk, that is leadership. So, I have talked about many such things: character building, personality development, and how to ensure that we become a better person. मैंने कुछ सुझाव यहाँ पे दिए हैं. अब मैं कहता हूँ कि लीडरशिप जो है, लीडरशिप इज रिक्वायर्ड एट ऑल स्टेजेस ऑफ लाइफ. लीडरशिप व्हेन यू आर इन स्कूल, लीडरशिप व्हेन यू आर इन कॉलेज, लीडरशिप when you reach a particular position in your career. Leadership is required at all levels, and especially those people who are preparing for competitive exams should always show leadership. Now, what kind of leadership? Leadership has a long-term positive effect, whereas mob leadership is short-lived and goes unnoticed. So this is a very important thing. जो चीज हमारे ऊपर दीर्घ काल के लिए प्रभाव डालता है, that is actual leadership. The one which is temporary in nature is not real leadership. भगवद गीता में लिखा है, यद यद आचरति श्रेष्ठः तद तद एवतरः जनः सा यद प्रमाणः कुरुते लोकः तद अनुवर्तते. यानी कि यद यद आचरति श्रेष्ठः, श्रेष्ठ लोग जो आचरण करेंगे वो दूसरे लोग उसका अनुकरण करते हैं. तो परफॉर्म योर वर्क टू सेट एन एग्जाम्पल फॉर द गुड ऑफ अदर्स. अगर हम अपने काम को बेहतर तरीके से करते हुए, if you are trying to set examples for others, that is when people will follow you. So leadership is all about whom to follow. So people will follow those who are showing exemplary qualities. So what are exemplary qualities? I talked about this in the first part of my speech, character building and personality development. So when you have actually developed a personality and have a solid character, then your leadership qualities will emerge. So हम जो आचरण करेंगे, हम जो चीज़ें करेंगे, दूसरों को बहुत अच्छा लगेगा कि ये व्यक्ति, इसका व्यक्तित्व बहुत सही है, परिपक्व है, इसका आचरण जो है वो उसको देखने योग्य है और उसको अनुसरण करने योग्य है. इसलिए leadership is all about one's developed personality and a character based personality. इसलिए मैं चाहता हूं कि हम सबको जो है एक बेहतर पर्सनालिटी की ओर हमेशा प्रयास करना चाहिए. अगर हम एक बार बेहतर पर्सनालिटी डेवलप करेंगे तो हमारा जो कैरेक्टर बेस्ड पर्सनालिटी जो है हमको नेक्स्ट स्टेज पे ले जाता है, वो है लीडरशिप. लीडरशिप ऐसे ही नहीं आता है. लीडरशिप ऐसे ही लोग आपका अनुसरण नहीं करेंगे. लोग आपका अनुसरण तब करेंगे जब आपके अंदर वो व्यक्तित्व उभर कर सामने आता है. नाउ लीडरशिप इज ऑल अबाउट ensuring that we develop a positive character. सो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में क्या होता है? कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में यही देखा जाता है कि इस व्यक्ति में कितना नेतृत्व क्षमता कितनी है. हाउ मच लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज डज दिस पर्सन पोजेस. And those people who are already in careers, they will also see उनका किसके promotions हो रहे हैं, किसको कोई भी कंपनी रिटेन करना चाहता है, which company wants to retain a particular officer or a employee. Companies want to retain such an officer or an employee who shows leadership qualities. So we have to ensure that people have leadership qualities. We ourselves have leadership qualities. So I would mention here that character building, personality development leads to leadership qualities, and that is when in competitive exams only those candidates and persons actually pass who show leadership qualities. And these leadership qualities are backed by what I have told is personality development. Here I would like to actually conclude, and I would want to take questions if you have. There is a question which is asked is how to develop communication skills. Now communication skills, the best way to develop communication skills is when you are in school and college. When you are in school and college, most important thing that you must do is just go on to the stage and participate in all elocution competition, debates, dance, drama, all these competitions you must participate. So if you are able to participate in school and college, and if you are able to stand on the stage and face the public, your fear goes away. When your fear goes away, you are able to communicate easily. So the best way to develop communication skills in yours is when you are in school and college. That is the best time. Without fear, take away the fear from your mind. Ensure there is no fear in your mind. And where there is no fear, that is when you will communicate very clearly. And keep writing, keep reading books. First read, then write. If you are reading good books, and if you are able to write after reading those books, and then if you are able to speak after writing, this is the way that you must actually develop your communication skills. A good person who is able to communicate reads a lot. Today, if I am talking on this particular topic before you all, if I am speaking for half an hour, I did 2 hours of reading before coming to this particular speech and lecture. So if I am reading more, I will have more subject knowledge. I know what I am speaking. I have command on what I am speaking, and I am able to communicate properly what I am speaking. So read more, then write, and then speak. This should be the way you must develop your communication skills. How much is coaching needed? How much is coaching important? Mahendra Upadhyay is asking. Yes. See, it depends on what kind of exam that you are writing. If you are preparing for, say, civil services exam, yes, you need coaching, because coaching centers will tell you, in coaching centers they will tell you as to what kind of topics you must read, how to smartly prepare for the exam, and how to ensure that you don't waste time in reading unnecessary things and only read those which are important for the exam. So for subject knowledge and for the exam pattern, you must go for coaching. How can students, there is Madhukar is asking, how can students handle present COVID situation and prepare for upcoming exams? Yes, see, this COVID situation has enabled us to understand that it is not going to be always the same kind of situation that is going to exist. Situations will change. There is going to be there are going to be different times, and there are going to be tough times like what we are seeing today. So first and foremost, don't panic in such conditions. Don't panic. Be aware of what is happening around you, because if you panic, then you will lose your you will become negative in approach. So be positive, don't panic, and try to understand what this COVID is all about, what is this pandemic all about, how to be calm while this kind of corona situation exists, and concentrate on your personality. Right from the beginning, what I am telling is to concentrate on your personality. Be regular, no matter whatever is the situation outside. Are you regular? Are you preparing yourself very well? Are you trying to motivate yourself? Because all competitive exams are going to take place. All exams are going to take place, if not today, after 1 month or after 2 months. So ensure that you must ensure that you are regular and self-motivated during situation like corona. There is one question from Kiran Kumar Vanam. Observing body language of others also helps in building communication skills. Very good. This is also another way of actually trying to understand, try to develop our communication skills. Definitely. But like what I have told you is that the most important thing is to see in yourself, see your inner self. If you are able to see in your inner self more, you are able to understand what are your strengths and weaknesses. If you are able to understand your strengths and weaknesses, you must develop your strengths further, and you should overcome your weaknesses. So that is what first you see inside yourself and then express outside. That is the best way to actually communicate. How to face exam? What is required mindset in examination center? See, nobody, right from the beginning of this lecture I have been trying to tell is, you are not preparing for any exam for 1 day or 2 days. Every exam has to be prepared over a period of time. First you develop your personality. If you develop your personality, then automatically whatever you read will be in your mind. Whatever you are actually, or whatever you have seen in your life, whatever you have experienced in your life, you will remember exactly on the day in the examination center. So how will you remember in your exam center? If your mind is free, calm, relaxed. So don't read a day before the exam. Don't try to do things like you will not sleep the whole night and then you will go to the exam center. ऐसा नहीं करना है. You shouldn't do like that. Exam has to be prepared over a period of time, and you will remember the best in the exam center. The more sleep you have, the more you will remember. The more calm you are, the more positive you are, the more you will remember in the exam center. Yes, somebody has written, meditation helps in calming mind. Absolutely. This is what I have told in the initial part of my lecture, that if you are doing yoga regularly, if you are doing meditation regularly, you will remember more. Your mind has the capacity to store unfathomable amount of knowledge and whatever you have read. So the mind is a supercomputer. You can remember more if you are able to keep yourself calm, and if you are able to remember. Yes. Any more questions I can take? If somebody has any questions, please write in the comments box so that I can reply to you. So in this session, especially for all those students who are preparing for competitive exams and who are trying to develop leadership qualities, so that you excel in your life, so that you excel in your careers, so that you do better in your careers, in your exams. One should the points that I have been trying to tell is to develop a positive personality. There is one question from Bharati: how to overcome stress while preparing for exams? Very good question. See, there are two kinds of stresses that we need to understand. One is negative stress and the other one is positive stress, which is called eustress. So eustress is positive stress. See, there has to be some amount of stress in you so that you will actually be on your toes and you will prepare for the exam. Whereas there is another stress which is called negative stress. Negative stress kind of situations emerge when you are under prepared. If you are not prepared properly, then you develop negative stress. And then when you are too much if you are having too much of anxiety about results, don't think of results. Result is nothing but what you have actually prepared for the exam and have written. So concentrate on your preparation rather than on the results. So if you are thinking more of your preparation, more of your self innate qualities, inner qualities, thinking more of completing the syllabus and trying to do model questions from the books and try to improve yourself. If you are constantly trying to improve yourself, then definitely you will have positive feelings and you will not feel stressed. Only when you are not preparing properly, you don't have a timetable, you are not concentrating and you are getting digressed, that is when you will develop negative things. So my request to all of you is be self-motivated. I have told so many points as to how to be continuously be motivated so that you will not develop stress during exams. And I am very sure that the tips I have given you, you will follow so that you will not be stressed, you will not go into unnecessary negative feelings, and you will always be positively motivated so that you write your exams very nicely and go well prepared. And also remember things in the exam very well only when you continuously have good sleep on a daily basis, you do yoga or meditation or exercising. So keep yourself physically fit and mentally alert for all kinds of exams. So I think from my side I have tried to cover the topic that has been given to me, and I am very hopeful that this session is going to be useful to each one of you in the coming days. So always remember, a good preparation, a positively sustained, motivated situation can alone bring positivity and will ensure that you pass all your competitive exams. And I am very sure that you will all excel in your studies and you will all do well in the careers that you have chosen. You can always contact me. Anytime. You can message me on my Facebook page, P. Narahari IAS, or you can contact me on my Twitter or Instagram accounts as well, or the email ID that I am mentioning to you here. You can touch upon that. You can send me a mail also. Generally I respond whenever I get time. But the best way to get in contact with me is on my Facebook page. Thank you friends for watching this video, and I thank Padmashali Worldwide for arranging and organizing this particular event. All the best. Best wishes.